magical creatures. Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Unionicorn, and if you're returning, thanks so much for coming back to my channel. I really appreciate you. Today's video, we have a special Halloween theme for Halloween. Today's question we are asking is, how are you entering your villain era? So basically, it's a little confusing in a way, I know, the wording of it, but I wanted to kind of get into what is your villain era? What does that mean for you? What's kind of just going on? So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. But today we have 3 villains to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Death card. This is Hades from Hercules. And I've paired that with the little bottle of bones here. They're just like little beads in there, but yeah, cute little vial of potion ingredients. So that's for pile number 1. Now for pile number 2, we have the High Priestess card. This is Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty. That's for pile number 2. And I've paired that with the Witch's Brooms. There's just 2 little Witch's Brooms in a vial. I don't know why they got shrunk down. But yeah, Maleficent is a powerful witch, so that's why I picked that for her. All right, and then pile number 3, last but not least, we have the Queen of Cups card here. And this is, of course, Ursula from The Little Mermaid. All right, and paired with that we have, says, Eyes of Misfortunate, like poor unfortunate souls. So Eyes of the Misfortune, like little misfortune. There's like little eyes in there. They're like little doll eyes. Yeah, so that's for pile number 3. And again, we are asking the question, how are you entering your villain era? And yeah. So again, pile number 1, the Death card or Hades from Hercules. Pile 2, we have the High Priestess with Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty. And pile number 3, we have Ursula from The Little Mermaid, and that's the Queen of Cups card. So yeah, go ahead and choose 1, 2, or 3, and I'll see you in your piles. All right, bye. Oh, and if you do like to pick with all the cards, I will have a pick a pile portion after the shuffle. So I will do shuffle and then pick a pile with all the cards too, if you prefer to pick that way. But either way, you can choose just from these, or you can watch the shuffle or skip ahead to just the pick a pile with all of the cards. So yeah, but thanks for being here, and I'll see you in your piles. Bye. Hello, thank you for joining me for this shuffle portion for the pick a pile. So sorry if I'm being a little confusing today. If this is the first time you're on my channel, I'm sorry, I'm being tongue-tied right now. But yeah, normally I do a regular pick a selection like this, and then I do a shuffle portion, and then I have a pick a pile after that. So again, I'll have timestamps, of course, always in the description below or pinned somewhere in the comments. So forgot to say that in the intro, but yeah, this is going to be the shuffle portion. So thanks for sticking around while I shuffle the cards today. Again, we're asking the cards, basically, how are you entering your villain era? And yeah, I picked out these 3 villain cards already from the Disney Villains Tarot deck. So I wanted to get a few more of each of these, sort of theming the reading today around this deck here. Okay, so Just resetting the deck there. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I have a little, like a little star sticker on my finger, it's because I cut myself there by accident, and I just didn't want like y'all to have to look at it. But yeah, just so you know, it was a little minor scratch, but yeah, just figured y'all probably don't want to look at that. So that's why I put a little, it's actually one of those little pimple patches, but I swear it's not a pimple or a wart, it's just a little scratch, but figured it's cuter to look at than like an actual scrape. So all right, but anyway, oops, sorry, but that reminds me, put the little star out. Can you see it even? Got this cute little, it reminds me of this. Maybe we'll put it there. Yeah, you can kind of see it there, I think. Anyway, not that we need it, just being silly. All right, anyway, make sure to grab the whole deck. That'll help. All right, but yeah, wanted to do a Halloween themed reading today. I can't believe it's already the end of October. It went by so fast. So fast. I don't know why I lisped just there. But yeah, it went by so fast, and like, I don't know, I'm always so busy in October. Like, I just have a lot of things happening in October personally. And yeah, tend to get, like, the veil is thinner too, so like I just tend to have like this like heaviness, and I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's definitely just this time of year that I can like feel the energies stronger, I guess. But anyway, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Okay, that's been pretty well shuffled now. Okay, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give us the best messages in the deck for those who choose pile number 1, please. Best messages in the deck for all those involved. For the highest, greatest outcome. I ask that only my angels and ancestors step forward to give us the highest divine guidance. Okay, so that one came out for pile 1. Can I get 2 more, please, from this deck? You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to review the decks. Alright, well, I'll get to that after this shuffle. Okay. That's second card. Alright, can I get 1 more, please, for pile number 1? Those who choose pile number 1, please. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Normally I wouldn't pick that one because it, like, clearly y'all saw it, what it was. But honestly, I'm just trying to, for the sake of time, I'll take it. It's what fell out. Okay, so speaking of, let's see. So we got 2. So I think that's my angels, ancestors, spirit guides asking me to pick 4 of these as well, which seems like a lot, but you know, it is the sort of the theme of the reading today. So I'll get 4 each then of these ones. But I do have quite a few other decks to get through today in this shuffle as well. So okay, thank you, angels and spirit guides. Please give me best messages in the deck for those who choose now, pile 2. Okay, those both flipped. I'll take them. I'm just scooching this over. Yeah. Let's see. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. best messages in the deck for those who would choose pile number 2, please. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards for those who would choose pile number... Oh. Pile number 2. 1 more, please. Oh, okay. Immediately. Great. There we go. Wonderful. So that is shuffled for pile number 2 here. Next, we get the best messages in the deck. Okay. For those who would choose, okay. Pile number 3. Already 2 fell out for you. Those who would choose pile number 3, please. Best messages in the deck for those who would choose pile number 3. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Best messages in the deck for those who choose pile number 3. Or Ursula from The Little Mermaid. Okay. Let me reshuffle that. Okay. Oh. You got 2. I just want 1, so I'm gonna take those. Okay. All right. So that is for pile number 4. No, pile 3. What am I saying? 4 cards each for each pile. Pile 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Let me see. One, 2, 3, okay, and 4. All right, great. So that is the villains deck. Oops. Okay. Okay, so that was the villains deck. Sorry, I was just called to keep shuffling a little bit longer for the next time I draw from these. Okay, so there we go. I'll keep the guidebook out, but that was the Disney Villains Tarot. And next I want to just show which cards we're going to use today. So we have the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle. I'm going to shuffle next because it's quite large. And we also have the Everyday Witch Oracle, as well as the Everyday Witch Tarot. Then we also have Every Little Thing You Do is Magic Tarot. Gonna get one of those. Wild Reflections. Gonna get one of those. And Luna Somnia tarot deck. Gonna get one of those. And then we have the Halloween tarot deck. Now I'm gonna get a few of these. And of course we had Villains tarot deck again. Then we have Oracle of Source deck. And then I will probably pull from the Rebel deck as well. 1 card each of these. And last but not least, I might get a crystal and one of these little crystal visual crystal healing guide, one of the recommended crystals for you today, as well as this little daily magic alchemical thought cards deck. So those are the cards that I'm going to shuffle for today. And let's see, where do we start? Let me start with, like I said, I got to get the oracle cards first. Push those over to the side here. All right. So believe in your own magic deck. We used this last, oops, oh my goodness. We used this last time. Now, I always like to put the guidebooks off to the side. All right. So angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give us the best messages in this entire deck. For those who choose pile number 1, just give us one card, please, to summarize. Basically, summarize the question we're asking today. How are they entering their villain era? How is pile number 1 entering their villain era? Pile number 1. Pile number 1. How are you entering your villain era? Being called to try to shuffle it this way, even though they're such big cards. It's easier to shuffle it on the side, like this. Okay, but keep being called to try to do it this way, so I'll try. Okay. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me the best message. Thank you. Okay. That's for pile number 1. All right, and then pile number 2, I'll reorganize it later. Pile number 2, best messages in the deck for those who choose pile number 2. See, it's such big cards. It's really hard to keep a hold of them. Okay, those who choose pile number 2, please, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Those who choose Maleficent. Y'all seen the Maleficent movie? That's such a good movie. She apparently, it has origins as a fairy. She was a fairy. Alright. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me the best message in the deck for those who choose pile number 2. How are they entering their villain era? Okay. This one. You can only take one, angels. Okay. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me the best messages in the deck for those who choose pile number 3 now. Ursula, the Sea Witch. Best message in the deck for those who choose pile number 3. Ursula. Okay. I'm going to take the one that fell. There we go. All right, so we got 3 cards out of the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. Right here. I forget how many cards there are in here, but a good amount. All right, and then next we will grab out the Everyday Witch Oracle. I want one of these big ones. Gotta save room, you know, for how many decks we're using today. Pull out the guidebook. Okay. So, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me the best message. Hold on. Reset. All right, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, give me the best message in the deck for those who choose pile number 1. Pile number 1, Hades from Hercules. Hercules. Meg is one of my favorite characters, actually, even though she does work with Hades for most of the movie. She's always just so fun. She's got so much sass. So, okay. Best message. Best one card out of the deck for how is pile number 1 entering their villain era. How is pile number 1 entering their villain era? Okay, that one wants to come out. Take it. Okay. Gosh, I keep losing rings. Okay, stay on. Alright, next, let's get one for pile number 2. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, those who would choose pile number 2. Thank you. Nice and quick, I like it. Okay, next, pile number 3. Oh, that one almost came out. It jumped and then it went back. So maybe it'll come back out again. Okay, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Whoop, okay. Okay, that one kind of also wanted to jump, but I'm going to take the one that actually fell. Alright, and that was the Everyday Witch Oracle. Again, I can only take one spirit. I know there are some good ones in there, but I can only take one today. Yeah, it was the Everyday Witch Oracle. Now we also have the Everyday Witch Tarot, and that I'm going to get either 1 or 2. We'll see what comes out. This is like the biggest deck ever. Well, the biggest box ever. See this giant guide book. But then the cards are actually much smaller. They come out like this. So, all right. Okay. Okay, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me the best message in the deck. Give me 2 cards. Best messages in the deck for those who would choose pile number 1. Okay, thank you. Best message in the deck for those who would choose pile number. Okay, I actually need to only choose 1 because I have so many other decks. So let me just go. Oh my goodness. Keep losing this ring. I'm gonna have to put it back on after I shuffle, because the shuffle portion is the thing that takes the most energy. Okay. Great. So pile number 2, please. That one fell out. Okay. Great. And then pile number 3. Best message in the deck for those who would choose pile number 3. Okay. Great. Thank you, Spirit. So that was the Everyday Witch Oracle. No, Everyday Witch Tarot. Excuse me. Now let's see. Let's put that back in the box. Okay. Fabulous. And then we have these 3 decks. I want 1 of each of these. Trying to go, I always try to do this where I try to go from biggest to smallest. Don't always do it right. But yeah, let's see. These are cool cards. Okay. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me the best message in the deck for those who choose pile number 1. Best message in the whole deck for those who would choose pile number 1, please. Oh. Best message in the deck for those who choose pile number 1. What? Too many. Whoa. Okay. Way too many, Spirit. Okay. These are big cards too. Okay. me see. The shuffle's going on too long. Gotta get the show on the road. Okay. Oops. Yeah, it's Maleficent, Hades, Ursula. I just want to make sure those are still visible. Okay. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please pick the best card in the whole deck for those who would choose pile number 1, please. Pile number 1. Best message in the whole deck. Okay. Trying to see if we want, maybe I'm just not feeling these ones today. Okay. Well, this is the one that came out. I'm going to take it. Yeah, let's just get one each though. So, okay. Thank you, Spirit. That one for pile number 2. Okay, and then pile number 3. What? Okay. Too many. Those who choose pile number 3, Spirit. Those who choose pile number 3, Ursula. One more Spirit, please, from this deck. Okay. That's 2. I'll take that one on top then. There we go. Okay, so that was Every Little Thing You Do Is Magic Tarot. Oh yeah, I forget it opens like that. This is a new deck for me, so I'm still getting used to this one. Let's see, how do I want to put this in there? There we go. All right. And then next, let's get the Wild Reflections. These are also very pretty cards. Ooh, I like the pretty gold on the side. Okay. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me the best message in this deck. Best message of the whole deck for those who choose pile number 1, Hades. Best message in the deck for those who choose pile number 1, Hades. Okay. Just need one, Spirit. Just one. Please. Just one card. Best one card in the deck, please. Thank you. Okay. Best one card in the deck for those who choose pile number 2. Maleficent. This one. Okay, and last but not least, best message. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. I can't have all of those. Okay, great. So there we go. One each of the Wild Reflections Tarot. Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right. Oh, so many cards today. We're gonna do one of these as well. So, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me the best message in the entire deck for those who choose pile number 1. How are they entering their villain era? No, way too many. Sorry for bumping the camera. I'm sure it's not the first time. Every time I slam it on the table, see, like, I don't have a way to stabilize it by the camera. It's connected to the table, and my table is not the most stable thing, so I do apologize for any time the camera shakes there. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Angel. I'll take it. It flew right out, and I'm actually going to take it on pile 2 because it flew onto pile 2, so, yeah. Okay, that one just fell out here for pile 1. Okay, and then one for pile 3, please. One for pile 3. One card, those who choose pile number 3, please. Okay, that one, jump, I'll take it. I'll take the jumper. Okay, so that was the Luna Somnia, like insomnia, I guess. Luna Somnia deck. Okay. Alright. Oh, I'm so sorry about, again, bumping y'all. Every time I do, I'm like, I need to get a better setup. But then when I tried to get a better one, like, then I couldn't see the camera. So I didn't know what y'all were seeing. So it's a trade-off, y'all. I'm so sorry. Alright, next we have the Halloween Tarot. Now these are great because it's like kind of the last day to use them. So I do want either 1 or 2 of these each. Maybe we'll have room for 2. I'm not really sure. I think we're going to run out of table space. I want to get the other cards as well. Okay. This one just fell. Called to put it there. Let's see. Okay. Now that one also jumped. Let me go. Okay. There you go. Okay, okay. Too many. Do I take the 3? I was trying to do like... Okay. Where does this go? 1. Okay. Okay. 2. And 1 more, please. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. 1 for 3. Pile 3 or so. 1 more. That one kind of half came out. I'll take it. Just for sake of time. Okay. That was Halloween Tarot. Yay. Such a good deck. Okay. It's a shame I don't use it more. I really feel like I can only use it this time of year. And then by the time I know it, the season's already through. So I should start using it year round. Do you think? Alright, no, but next we have Okay, we have 2 decks. I'm going to get 1 Rebel deck, but then I'm going to put it like kind of low so y'all can't read it. Because the problem with these is that they're double-sided. So, for example, like this one here, that's just like a, that's just a lightning bolt, which might be a sign or synchronicity for anyone who's listening. But normally this has, you know, a message on it, and so does the back. So yeah, I'm just gonna shuffle these. You get 1 message from your higher self. No BS. No frills. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me the best message from pile number 1's higher self regarding their villain era. Okay, thank you. And now this one. Oh, I don't want to give the message away. Okay, we'll put it like that. And then pile number 2, please. Pile number 2. Best message in the deck for those who choose pile number 2. Okay, thank you. Okay, does that go on number 1 or 2? Or 3? Alright. Okay. There we go. I'm going to put it like that. And then we have let's see. Then we have the Elements of Source, and I'm going to put that on top of the Rebel deck before I put it actually on the pile, just because, like I said, it's the Rebel decks are double-sided, so gotta cover them up with something. Okay, well, that's more than 1 spirit. I can't get this many. Fine, I guess I'll do it. I guess we're getting 2 of these. Like, how am I gonna have room on the desk for these cards? Alright, I guess I'll make room. Okay, 2 for this one. Great. 2 for 1, please. Since we're going in opposite order. That's 1. Get 1 more, I guess, for pile 1. Those who choose death card. Okay, I guess not. I guess you only get 1 pile 1. I don't know. I hate when they're not even. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me 1 more, please, in this deck. Okay, thank you. For pile number 1. Thank you. Alright. Okay, so that was the Oracle of Source, oh sorry, the Element of Source Oracle for pile number 1, 2, and 3. Last but certainly not least, we've got these little stone cards, crystal cards. Can I get 1 best stone or crystal for those who choose pile number 1? Okay. Oh, okay, I got it. It came out. Okay. Best card for those who choose. I can only have 1 spirit. One. No. Okay. This one. take that one because I didn't see it. Okay, last but not least, you get one crystal for those who choose pile number 3, please. Pile number 3, those who choose pile number 3, Ursula. Pile number 3, okay. Okay. This one. Okay, you know what? Fine, I'll get to. Sorry. Y'all are probably like, what is she yelling? I'm yelling at my angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Apparently they want to, because this second one popped out twice. Okay, so fine, I'll take it. It just means makes my job harder. Okay, well, that's 4. I can't have 4. I can at most get 2 each. Okay, thank you. And then, can I get one more then here? Okay, yeah. This one. Okay, one more then for pile. It's the last one, right? No, I saw that little tiny there. Okay, one more for pile 3, please. Okay. There we go. Okay, that is 2 each of the crystals, because I was only going to get 1, but they really wanted me to get 2, because it was the same dang card that popped out twice. I saw it, so I was like, fine, I'll take it. Okay, and then this one, oops, Struggle City over here. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me just kind of sort these out a little nicer. How am I even going to put all these cards on the... Okay. That's for pile number 1. Oh my gosh. Pile number 2. There we go. Pile 1, 2, and 3. I mean 3, 2, and 1. Y'all. I'm already tired, and we haven't even gotten to the actual readings yet. Okay. There we go. Okay, and that's for pile 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Okay, last but certainly not least, before I put these cards back on top, let's just get one of these little ones. Very last one. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just need 1 to wrap up the message. 1 for pile 1, please. That's more than 1. I'm going to take this one that I saw on top. Okay, and then 1 for pile 2. Okay, great. And this one I'm going to assume is pile 3. Okay, there we go. So, 1 each of each of these little Daily Magic Alchemical Thought cards. All right. Whew. Okay. How long did that take? 40 minutes. Yeah. All right. But yeah, this has been the shuffle portion of the video. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I will, let's see, just kind of put it like this. Just gonna plop those cards on top like that. There we go. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching the shuffle portion of this video. And I will see you in the pick a pile. Hello. Thank you so much for being here for the pick a pile selection. So we have now all of the cards shuffled here for you to choose from. If you like to visually see all of the cards at the same time, or you know, if you can like want to intuit the energies from the different piles, you can do so now. Again, we have pile number 1. This is the death card. Let's see if I can focus. Yeah, pile number 1, the death card, and it has the villain Hades from Hercules, as well as the bottle of bones. And then we have for pile number 2, the High Priestess card, which is Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty. And then she has the Witch's Broom jar. And then finally for pile number 3, we have the Queen of Cups, and this is the villain Ursula from The Little Mermaid, as well as the Eyes of Misfortune little vial. So yeah, choose 1, 2, or 3, and I'll see you in your reading. Okay, bye. Thanks for being here. See you in your reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the death card here with the villain Hades from Hercules, this will be your reading today. We are asking the angels, ancestors, spirit guides. We are asking the question, what, or how, I should say, how are you entering your villain era, right? If you've ever heard of the whole like villain era, you know, and it's just like a people pleaser recovering from being a people pleaser thing, you know. But yeah, that's what we're asking today. Oh, also, yeah, you chose these little bottle of bones. This will be a reading today. So let's just check out your cards. We got a whole bunch of cards here, so let's just jump in. Okay, so you have card number 28. It says protest. It says start a revolution. Ooh, okay. Ooh, so yeah, maybe your villain era is literally just advocating for people. Interesting. All right, and then we also have from the Everyday Witch Oracle, we have rebirth and rejuvenation. All right, so there's something you're birthing here, or maybe you are becoming quote unquote reborn. I know a lot of people who become spiritual end up doing spiritual practices. You know, some people even go through a baptism, so that might be for some of you. You also have number 54, 5 of Swords. All right. I'll delve more into each card once I get them all spread out, because I like to read intuitively, so I would like to see all the cards together. Let's see, it says you also have King of Pentacles. Okay. That's your Everyday Witch Tarot. Now, you also have 4 Disney villain cards. I think I'm going to put the... where am I going to put the villains? Actually, do I want to... You know, I'm realizing I still don't have enough room. Sorry. I'm going to have to tilt your screen down. Sorry about this, pile 1. Yeah, that way you can at least see the cards better. Is that... Let's see. Like, I already knew today. I was like, oh, I got too many cards. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. I'm like, where do I put this one? Because I've also got your Halloween cards. Got lots of cards today. let's go ahead and look at the villains cards. You have the Devil. Ooh, okay. This is Chernabog from Fantasia. Oh my gosh, is it not wanting to focus? Hello, focus. I said focus. There you go. That's the Devil. So Chernabog. Now don't be too scared about the Devil. The Devil, although you did pick Hades, so Hades is also the Devil, right? I don't know why I said it that way. The Devil. Hades is the Greek god, but he's like the Devil. Oh, then you have the Chariot. Okay, and that's Cruella de Vil there. Interesting. And you also have, ooh, okay, Seven of Swords. That looks like Lady Tremaine from Cinderella. All right, and then you also have, oh, Six of Cups. And this is Hook, Captain Hook. Can you focus? I don't know what's with the focus today. I swear it's like, depending on my lighting, it just will not want to focus. Should I like change the lighting a little? Like it kind of takes away from the mood lighting I set up here, but I was trying to have some nice mood lighting, but it is not wanting to focus today. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, pile one. But yeah, Six of Cups, which is Hook, Captain Hook from Peter Pan. All right. There we go. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm not sure why it's struggling to show your cards here. Pile one. Okay. Then we have, ooh, Ten of Swords. Okay. So this is like major like conflict or heartbreak, walking away almost from something that doesn't serve you anymore, having to kind of completely, yeah, you did get the rebirth, having to kind of almost completely start over for some of you, the Ten of Swords. And then we also have Six of Swords. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, these are from different decks, but they look very similar, don't they? These two. Oops, sorry. Oh my gosh, the cinematography in this. I'm so sorry if that's annoying you, me moving the camera. Just trying to get it like to where you can actually see all your cards here. All right, and then you also have okay, so you have, I don't know how I'm going to fit these. You have two Halloween cards and then these two oracles. So let's look at the Halloween. You have Five of Imps and King of Bats. So King of Bats. Five of Imps. Then you have these two cards and more. Okay, I was thinking, you know what? This came out in the last reading. So heads up if you do want to go check out that last reading I did. It was a Hocus Pocus themed tarot with the Sanderson sisters. And yeah, this one actually came out in one of those. So shout out to you if you got it twice. But yeah, this is the Lack of Motivation Will Stick You in Place card. Okay. Yeah, so it's, okay, let me see. Then you also have the Realization card. Okay, this says, what you see is the truth. All right, so it seems to me that you are kind of coming to a realization about something here. Oh no, too many cards. Pile 1, but yeah, you're coming to terms. You're like coming to grips with something that kind of almost made you stagnant in the past, made you feel stuck. But now you're realizing that that isn't serving you anymore. So yeah, sorry, I'm going to have to overlap some of these cards today, unfortunately. Let's see how to do this. Yeah, it's not the prettiest layout I've ever done, pile 1. Sorry about that. But yeah, hopefully you can see almost all of your cards here. There. But yeah, basically you are coming to terms with the fact that you feel like something happened in the past where you were feeling really stuck, feeling like you always have to fight. You have a lot of swords cards here. You've got the King of Bats, which is swords energy, 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and then you do have some Pentacles and Wands energy too, though. So what you're learning here, yeah, lots of swords, swords, swords. So what you're learning is that you want to move away from this conflict, because even here, this is, the imps are Wands cards, but this is like showing them in conflict with each other here, right? They're fighting. So you're just tired of fighting. It sounds like pile 1, which I totally get. So yeah, your villain era is actually to just kind of lay down your sword. That's what I'm getting. Your villain era is just to kind of, like, you were originally in such a, like, this protest revolution, like fighting energy. Like, you were really fighting for what you believed was right, you know, like you're fighting for justice, for all these good causes. Like, you were really trying your best, but the problem is that you were starting to feel like really burnt out from that. So yeah. And again, it's very commendable, pile 1. Like, I can commend you for having tried your best and really trying to, like, you know, stand up for what's right and, you know, protest and what's the other word, boycott things. Like, for example, you seem to be the kind of person who would, like, you know, for example, boycott Starbucks for a number of reasons, you know, like, or any of these other, like, companies for their, you know, bad practices. And that's just one example, because I'm not gonna get too into the specifics on that for obvious reasons. But yeah, I can just see that you are someone who really, really cared about justice. And yeah, you're tired. I can just see, like, I'm feeling so tired right now too, pile 1. I can feel that energy from this reading. Oh, see, I even yawned. I'm sorry. Pile 1. But yeah, like, I can just get this sense of, like, you're burnt out. That's the word. Yeah, burnt out. And didn't that come up? No. But yeah, it's like lack of motivation. Yeah, I'm just getting, like, but I'm definitely getting, like, a burnt out energy from all these cards together. But yeah, because you were like, you're like this Cruella de Vil, like, mad woman, like, feeling like you've always got to be like, go, 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 go. And, like, fighting for all the causes all the time. But you really, like, spread yourself thin, pile 1. And so now you're learning to just go more with the flow here. And you're learning that it's okay to, like, lay down the load, is what I just heard. Like, it's okay to, yeah, lay down the sword and take care of yourself, pile 1. If you ever want to watch something about self-care, if you ever struggle with doing your self-care practice, I have lots of readings on this channel all about self-care. So yeah, you can check those readings out. I have specific readings on specifically how to use self-care. So I recommend that reading for you, pile 1, if you want to go check that one out after this one. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 1. This is your villain era. It's just you deciding to be a little more, you know, quote unquote, devilish here. And you're not actually being devilish, but in your mind, I understand that you would probably think that, you know, enjoying things can, like, obviously, that's the unfortunate thing about being human, right? We all take up resources. We all have to get our basic needs met. And unfortunately, the way the world works, that it's actually really, really difficult to, like, avoid causing others suffering in the process. Like, it's sort of just part of being human, unfortunately. And obviously you can try your best to, like, you don't go out of your way, obviously, to, like, hurt people. Like, you're not actually, like, being like Hades here. And Hades, honestly, he gets a bad rap, right? He's the god of the underworld, but, like, he doesn't actively try to hurt anyone but Hercules in that film, right? At least I don't see. I don't know, maybe he hurts Meg to hurt Hercules, right? But for the most part, I think he's more just indifferent. I think that's what you're learning how to be, pile 1, as hard as that is. Like, you're learning to become indifferent to some of the suffering in the world because you realize you can't take it all on. Like, that's how you're getting burnt out, is like feeling like the whole world is on your shoulders, right? Like that one, oh gosh, literally it's literally a Greek fable, or not a fable, it's a Greek story about having the world on your shoulders. Oh gosh, that's gonna bug me if I don't look it up. Who have y'all heard of there's a TV show too out right now that's called Chaos, and it's a really good show if you haven't seen it. It's all about Greek mythology. I figure since you picked out the Greek god, he's technically a god, right? Hades. He's a god, but he's like a fallen angel god, right? But yeah, if you like Greek mythology, you'll like Chaos, the show. But yeah, there's that one character. Let's see. In Greek mythology, it's not the guy who pushes the boulder up the hill. That's another guy. It's the guy who holds the world on his back. I'm like, why can't I think of his name? Yeah, the guy who holds the world on his shoulders. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, it's Atlas. Of course it's Atlas, right? Because Atlas is like another word for the world. Okay, yeah. So it's the Greek god Atlas. But yeah, I think you will really like the TV show Chaos. There's something else I wanted to also mention. Oh yeah. Also, again, I just feel like you might be, for some reason I'm getting that you might be in looking for some TV show recommendations, pile 1, you know, maybe to help you to like recharge your batteries here a little. Another one I would recommend, highly recommend. It's one of my favorite TV shows of all time, especially if you're trying to grapple with this like morality. It seems like you're struggling with, you know, being like, I want to be this moral, upstanding person, but I also am getting burnt on trying to always, you know, protest or boycott things. And I'm getting so burnt out. Definitely look up and watch The Good Place. It is one of my all-time favorite movies. And I say a movie, I mean TV show, sorry. But it is like such a good TV show. Like, I have watched it multiple times. That's how good it is. Like, and I'm not usually one to do that, but it's so good. Like, I can't even explain. Basically, The Good Place it's really funny. It's a good, like, it's a comedy. And basically it's all about like what it means to be good or bad. Like, because yeah, it's about these characters who end up in the afterlife, and then they, you know, spoilers, realize they weren't actually supposed to be there. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, I mean, I'm not really spoiling anything. It's like sort of the premise. It's like in the very first episode, but that's like, I'm trying not to give too much away because it's such a good show. So can't say enough great things about it, but I don't want to spoil too much for you, pile one. So I'll stop it there. But yeah, definitely highly recommend The Good Place if you are struggling with this, because I think it helped me with this a lot too, to feel like okay about being a person in this world in which you need to eat, you need to, you know, you need to take up space, you have needs, pile one, okay? And that's okay. Again, like, I didn't say this in all the piles, or I mean, you're only pile one, but I haven't said all this. I haven't said this in every pile yet, but I really did feel called to say that whole, like, you know, I'm in my villain era, aka I'm just becoming more like quote unquote selfish. You know, it's sort of like what you hear maybe as an eldest daughter syndrome, like that Taylor Swift song Eldest Daughter. You don't have to be the eldest, and you don't have to be a daughter even, but it's just the idea that if you are raised with like people pleasing tendencies, this is sort of like, you feel kind of just guilty for existing, basically, is what I'm getting at. Okay. So yeah, hope that makes sense, pile one. But let me just leave you with some words of wisdom. Now, you do have this from your highest self, and your highest self just wants to tell you that you are loved. Oh, how sweet. Yeah, your higher self loves you, pile one. They just want you to be kind to yourself, okay? That's what my therapist always said to me after every session. Just be kind to yourself, okay? Don't be too hard on yourself, okay? And it says, get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up. Yeah, sorry for cuss words if you weren't prepared for that, but yeah, these are the Rebel decks, so they have cuss words in them. But yeah, basically, your higher self just wants you to know that, yeah, you give what you get in this world, but you also need to know how to balance it, right? You got to be able to balance sort of like the yin yang energy. You got to be able to balance the scales, have to be able to not give so much that you become unbalanced, right, pile one? So just keep that in mind. And yeah, do something that will cheer you up. Do something fun for you, okay? Do something out of love for yourself. Self-care is important too for you, pile one. Okay? So yeah, this has been your reading. Oh, hold on. I almost forgot. See, I have so many cards. I said, also, I don't know why your reading in particular is struggling to focus. I'm sorry about that. Okay, but these are a few different gemstones that you could, I hate when it's not auto-focusing. Autofocus, please. Okay, so you got a couple of these cards that are for crystals. So you got first obsidian, self-reflection. Yeah, that's what you're doing right now. Self-reflection, protection, and growth. Yeah, so this was a great stone for protection. And yeah, it's very much the season for some nice black crystals too. So yeah, you got obsidian. And then you also have pyrite. Now this I almost put back, but it wanted to come out twice. I saw it, so I decided to take it for you, pile one. This says wealth, success, and protection. Again, protection. Yeah, so your higher self wants you to get to look into some protection, if not necessarily needing to buy crystals. That's if you are in the market for these crystals, but at the very least, maybe look into getting like a protection spell as well, because like maybe you're feeling drained because something is draining your energy. That might just be for some of you. not for all, but yeah, that's what I'm hearing for you, pile 1. All right, and then last but not least, you have OMG. Yes, look at that. This is exactly what I'm saying. OMG, celebrate your life right now, immediately. Yeah, don't wait, pile 1. Don't wait to celebrate yourself, okay? And I know this is, like I said, you're so hard on yourself, pile 1, that like you literally struggle to even celebrate things like your own birthday. Like, because you're like, oh, I don't want the person at the bakery to have to bake my cake, or, you know, something like that, where it's like, you're so hard on yourself. You got to learn to be okay with celebrating yourself a little. It's okay. It won't hurt you, pile 1. I promise, okay? So yeah, definitely remember to celebrate yourself. It's okay. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave you at, pile 1. Here you go. There, maybe you can screenshot that if you want all your cards out. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, pile 1. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for watching your reading today. If this resonated at all with you, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out with the algorithm. I really appreciate it. All the likes, comments, shares, subscribes, all that amazing stuff. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I hope you have a very happy Halloween. If you're watching this at the time I'm posting, or any other year. Again, this is I should have said at the beginning, but all my readings are always timeless. So whenever you came across this reading is when you were meant to hear these messages, okay? So yeah, but thank you so much for being here, and take care. And I'll hope to see you in the next one. Thank you, pile 1. Take care. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this card today, the High Priestess, or Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, this is going to be your reading today. All about how are you entering your villain era. Oh, also you chose these little witches brooms, which are cute. 2 little witchy brooms. Yeah, this will be your reading today. Let's do that. Sorry, little ghosty. Ghosty's gonna hold it for us today. All right. Realizing, should I? There. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get today. There we go. Okay. So yeah, again, we're asking the question, how are you entering your villain era? So let's just jump in. You got lots of cards. Oh my gosh, you got the Homeward, take yourself on a date card. Okay, what's crazy about this card is, I swear I shuffled so much, but this card came out in the last reading. So yeah, if you came from that last reading, or if you feel drawn to watch the Sanderson sisters, What's the Karma for Your Haters, the last reading just before this one. Yeah, this one came out in that reading as well. So you've got number 42, that could be your age, or otherwise could be significant, those numbers, 4 or 2, 2 or 4. And yeah, you got Homeward, take yourself on a date. Treat yourself. I just heard. Yeah, like Halloween, trick or treat. All right, then you also have Prayers and Wishes. Ooh, it's like a little wishing well. Look at that with the sun, the birds. She's like, I'm wishing for the one I love. That's Snow White, so not quite Sleeping Beauty, but similar. All right, and then you also have, oh, okay, 8 of Swords. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, and then we have all of these villain cards. So you have, ooh, the Moon, and it's Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. Amazing. Actually, I think, did I have this one down here? Again, I'm realizing that I kind of need to readjust the camera. Sorry about the autofocus. I don't know if that's something that, like, I don't know. Sometimes it gets hard to autofocus. But I'm going to move that down so we have more room to show your cards here. Because, yeah, I feel like that was like this. Trying to remember what I did in pile 1. All right. Then we have also, okay, I have 6 of coins. Oops, sorry about that. I don't know what's with the focus. I don't know why camera does this sometimes. Sometimes it's great at autofocusing, and then other times it just does not want to. All right, and then you have, okay, so you have 8 of Swords. Come on. That's 8 of Swords. And it looks like Scar from the Lion King. Okay. And then you also have, oh gosh, what is her name? So you have 6 of Wands. Oh God, what is her name? I am forgetting her name, but she's from The Sword and the Stone. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. All right. Let's see. I feel like I laid this out slightly differently in the last one. Yeah, I'm gonna take that one out. I feel like I had all 4 of these going this way. Oh, you know what? That's it. Yeah. I was like, I had to overlap them a little bit because I just have so many cards today. So we're going to overlap it like that a little. There we go. And if you could see it, that would be great. Okay. Sorry. Pile 2. I don't know what it is today. My autofocus is being dumb. Oh, but you have the Strength card. Okay, so Major Arcana, the Strength. Oh yeah, another lion. Like in Lion King. Oh, where do I put that? I'll put that down here, I think. Well, that, can you read both? Almost. Almost. Yeah, there you go. Strength. Okay. Just making room for the second row of cards now. Yeah, I like to read cards intuitively, so I'm not going to quite talk about what this all means until I get all your cards out on the table. Pile 2, but yeah, interesting cards so far. Let's see, what else did you get? So you also have Justice. Oh, okay, Divine Justice. Yeah, a lot of Major Arcana here. Prayers and Wishes. Come on. Come on. Focus for me. Oh no. Trickster spirits are out, huh? Okay. 'Tis the season. Hope you're having a happy holidays. Pile 2. Okay. 5 of Cups. Alright, I'm not going to hold it too close to the camera just because, again, I'm trying to... Oops. Trying to keep the focus because the focus keeps going in and out of focus. So, just going to set all your cards out first, and then we'll get into what all of this means. All right, then you also have 6 of Imps, which are 6 of Wands in this deck, the Halloween deck. Okay, then you also have, oh, the Tower. Okay, yeah, so another Major Arcana. So yeah, you've definitely had a tower moment that kind of was the catalyst for this villain era that you're going through. Then let's see what else you got. So you also have, last couple cards, you have creation. Okay. And also transition. Interesting. Okay. So, oh, by the way, let me read that again. So you got creation, the hand that forges, becoming a conduit for growth. Right. And then transition is the hand that turns, evolve with the shifting road. All right, you got two things that the hand that, which is very interesting because not all these cards say that. So they both said the hand that. So creation and transition. Are you transitioning into being a creator of some kind? Content creator possibly for some of you, or just an artist in general, someone who creates for a living, possibly for some out there. But yeah, you definitely had this like tower moment that kind of shook up something in your life, pile 2. And if it felt unfair at the time, the angels, ancestors want you to know that you're going to get divine justice for that. But yeah, they just want to commend you for being so strong through it all, whatever this is. And yeah, basically, kind of like the other reading I did about this homework card, basically it's about coming back home to oneself. So there's something about you're transitioning from one like major life event to another. So for example, for some of you, it could mean that you are, graduating college or something like that, right? And, that's a big transition, life transition, because it's really like you're out in the quote unquote real world. Now you got to figure stuff out. Some of us figure it out quicker than others, but yeah, like there is like, sort of this pressure to figure it all out, which I'll tell you, at least in my experience, you can't figure it all out. Like I'm well out of college now myself, and I'm still figuring it out. Okay. So, but yeah, that's for some of you. For an example, others of you might be that you've recently gotten married, or you've recently changed jobs, or, yeah, something like that. Had a baby, like starting a family, those sort of large, like those sort of like major life transitions. So some of you are going through a major life transition, or also possibly even like an actual transition for some of you. That could be for some watching. So just any major transition, right? But yeah, your prayers and wishes are coming true because you got justice right under that. So yeah, whatever this is that you're wishing for, that's what you're going to get. So yeah, for you, I'm not really even seeing that much of like a villain. Your reading pile 2 is actually not villain coded at all. It's very interesting. So I guess I'm trying to relate it back to the character you chose here, because you did choose Maleficent, right? And I think Maleficent, at least canonically now, is one of those characters that's quite misunderstood, because if you actually watch the Maleficent movie, she's actually a fairy. So spoilers if you haven't seen the Maleficent movie, but yeah, it reveals that she's actually a fairy, and that her wings were stolen from her. Her wings were clipped. And yeah, so, but she was a fairy. And so Maleficent is one of those misunderstood characters. So maybe that's how you're feeling, is misunderstood. Maybe you feel like wronged in some way, shape, or form. And yeah, you're trying to get justice for that injustice that you suffered. But yeah, just keep praying on it, pile 2, because you will get that justice. But yeah, right now there's still a lot hidden from you. This being the center card here, the moon. There's still a lot hidden, so I'm not really able to like read on any specifics about what it is, and it's going to be different for each of you, whatever this injustice was. And I'm so sorry about, why is my autofocus sucking today? Sorry for my French, pile 2, but I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, but anyway, but yeah, for whatever reason, you are going to be rewarded here with this treasure. But in the past, you could have felt sort of lost or stuck, or like up against some of this swords energy. You got 8 of Swords twice here, actually. Yeah, 8 of Swords twice. So yeah, feeling very surrounded in the past. And again, this might have been what the injustice was. But yeah, definitely go check out the swords energy reading I did. If you're interested in that. There's like, I'm just getting like, there's like, or the last reading I did was actually, again, the Hocus Pocus themed reading, which was all about karma for your enemies. And so yeah, swords energy, I have a swords energy reading and a justice for your, or like, what's the karma for your haters reading. Definitely recommend those for you, pile 2, to go check those out if you feel called to continue this reading, or to continue, I should say, to another reading, a past reading of mine, because that might give you a little more insight on the specifics of what happened here. But yeah, overall, your villain era is literally just to get karma against the real villains in your life, it sounds like. That's what I'm heavily getting from your reading, pile 2, because it just seems like you're not really a villain yourself. You're very much a kind person. And yeah, you're like this sweet lady. Like, again, I was getting like with this wishing well, very much like Snow White. You know how like the evil, and again, this is not the evil queen in Snow White, but I was thinking about how the evil queen in Snow White, you know, wishes ill on Snow White, and Snow White is like the sweetest, kindest person that you could ever be. But that just goes to show that, you know, even if you're like the nicest, sweetest, kindest person ever, you can even then have enemies, right? Because Snow White had an enemy in the evil queen, because yeah, she was jealous. Basically, that was why she had enemy. Like, that's why even Snow White had an enemy in the queen, was because of the jealousy. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, pile 2. Let's just close out your reading here with a message from your higher self here. So it says, don't fucking force it. Okay, yeah. So this, again, is the Rebel deck, so it does cuss. Sorry. I keep forgetting to warn people about that first, but yeah, hopefully that doesn't offend you. But it says, don't fucking force it, the Rebel deck. And then it says, allow that shit to come to you. Yeah, okay, right. So you're learning how to manifest and attract better, because before you were kind of in a defense mode, right? You were defensive against whoever these people were that wronged you. But now you're just learning to like let it go. Like also let it go. So now you're just learning to kind of be strong about it and not let it affect you as much or as strongly as it once did. Yeah. You've learned to not force anything too. So like if you don't see eye to eye with certain people, or if like something in a situation didn't work out the way you'd hoped it would, now you've learned that it's like, it's not the end of the world. And to have a better, like, more like happy energy. Like basically you've got these two characters here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure where to put this one. There you go. We'll put it there. But yeah, you basically have these two characters here. They look almost like they're both like dancing. So like you've learned to kind of like roll with the punches, so to speak, or like, you know, you've learned to, I just heard dance on the graves of your enemies. Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully not literally, but yeah, figuratively, I guess. Ooh, 'tis the season, spooky season. That's quite spooky, pal, too. No, but yeah, you've learned to accept what you can't change. You've learned to be better at yeah, accepting things for the way they are, moving on from situations that no longer serve you, and also, yeah, just overall having a better attitude about bad situations, basically, pile 2. So yeah, that's fantastic. I commend you. Really good job. That's not easy to do. That actually takes a lot of work. So yeah, if you've been working on that, for some of you even working on that in therapy, you know, then yeah, definitely that is commendable, pile 2. Good job on that. Because that definitely takes an inner strength to not be like, become petty about it, and to just like, I always say this, but it's like letting the water roll off your back. Like there's a phrase and I always mess it up, but it's like, yeah, like you've learned to let things go. You've learned to not force things that don't fit, you know, like trying to, before you would like try to jam the square peg in the round or the circle, right? Like you, and you're like trying to squish it in there and it doesn't fit, but you wanted to like make it work. Now you're learning that like what doesn't work out, you know, rejection is divine protection. So like what doesn't work out might just be a sign that it just wasn't for you, right? So, and then maybe you won't know until a really long time from now, like why, you know, you'd be like, oh, actually I dodged a bullet there. I just couldn't see it at the time that I was actually avoiding more trouble for myself in the future. I hope that makes sense. But yeah. So yeah, your villain era, pile 2, is just becoming more a cavalier, I guess is the word. I don't even know the definition of that word really, but it's like more free-spirited. Yeah. You're becoming more like devil may care, like hasara sara, whatever will be, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, you're learning to not take life so seriously, and to just vibe and, you know, go with the flow. So that's amazing, pile 2. That's great. All right, so I'm also going to leave you with a couple recommendations for stones. So you have appetite, inspiration, satisfaction, and motivation. Okay, so this might be a good gem stone for you at this time, pile 2. And sorry, I don't know why it's not autofocusing today. All right, and then you also have carnelian, creativity, confidence, and passion. Yeah, so these are the energies you're trying to be in, pile 2, and that's like, again, awesome. I just saw 222 on my recorder as well. So yeah, and you got 2 here. So yeah, that's amazing. So yeah, you are trying to just be more confident, creative, passionate, and have more inspiration, creativity and inspiration, and motivation for creating, you know, and just kind of sticking to your own stuff, you know, stay in your own lane, creating your little stuff, living your own little world, you know, a little world of my own. And then, yeah, you'll have a lot more satisfaction if you learn to not pay attention, I guess, or care as much, I guess, about what other people think or say or do. Because at the end of the day, you can only control yourself, right, pile 2? Yeah. Again, you got so many 2s. 222. All right. Yeah. So this is your reading, pile 2. Very good. All right. Last but certainly not least, I'll leave you with this little words of wisdom. It says, just for today, embrace impermanence. Yeah. Be here now. This is where you will find your flow. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is literally what I'm talking about, right? Your flow. Yeah, you're learning to go with the flow more. You're learning to just vibe. Yeah, it's very similar, honestly, to like I said, the other reading. I don't know why. Why aren't you focusing? I swear I've got a ghost. I've got a ghost messing with my camera today. Pile 2. Oh my gosh. It is the thinning of the veil, you know. All right, but yeah, these are your cards. You can go ahead and screenshot this if you want to. Once I stabilize the camera, there you go. If you want to save that for later, you can. But yeah, thank you so much for being here and letting me read your cards today. If you liked this reading, if it resonated at all, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It really helps me out and shows me that these readings are, you know, accurate and resonating for people. So I really, really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you for all the likes, shares, comments, subscribes, all that amazing stuff. It really helps me out. So thank you so much. And thanks again for letting me read for you today, Pile 2. And I hope you have a happy holiday season if you celebrate. Happy Halloween. Or if you are watching this at any other time, because these readings are timeless. It doesn't have to just be for Halloween, but whenever you clicked on this video, I hope you're having a happy time. Hope you're having a great day and happy holidays, happy week. Whenever you're reading this, whenever you're watching this reading, I should say. Whenever you're listening to this reading. But yeah, thanks again for being here, Pile 2. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, magical rest of your day. Take care, Pile 2. Bye! Hello, pile number 3, if you chose this Queen of Cups card. This is Ursula from The Little Mermaid. And yeah, if you chose Ursula from The Little Mermaid, Queen of Cups card, or also you have this little jar of ingredients, the eyes of misfortune. And they're actually little like doll eyes, kind of creepy looking, right? It's looking back at you. But yeah, this will be your reading today, and we're asking the question, what is, or how really, how are you in your villain era? So we're just kind of getting like more information about your quote-unquote villain era. Yeah, I do apologize right now. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. Sometimes it does this where it just doesn't want to like focus. Yeah. I blame it on the thinning veil because it's I'm recording this now. I just clocked over to midnight, so it is officially Halloween. So happy Halloween to those who celebrate. And again, just want to preface this because I forgot in the last 2 readings to say it up front, but these are always timeless readings. Every one of my readings on this channel is timeless. So whenever you wanted to click on the video, whenever you felt drawn to watching the reading, just know that there are messages in here for you. So yeah, hopefully these will resonate for you. But yeah, let's just jump in to your reading, pile number 3. Got a lot of cards, so let's see what you got. All right, so you got the Phoenix card, and it's number 9, and it says, how's that for happily ever after? Wow, that's actually perfect because we're talking about villains. All right, yeah, so sounds like divine justice or karma, or maybe you felt like a phoenix rising from the ashes in the past. I don't know why I said it that way, but yeah, rising from the ashes, I like a phoenix. Some of you might be fire signs then, or have a lot of fire in your chart. Now this is card number 9, so 9 could be significant for some of you. Like, you could be born in what, September? Yeah, which just passed. The September, or you could be born on the 9th of any month. So that's for some of you, not all of you, but could resonate. All right. And again, I am sorry that I'm going to have to tap the screen a little bit. And actually, I'm realizing I do have to move down the screen also just to make room for the cards because we have so many cards today. Yeah, let me see if I can sort of brighten this. Unfortunately, ooh, spooky. You're the only one who got to see behind the scenes like that, pile 3. Maybe this will help autofocus. Is that helping? Testing, testing. I don't know why it's doing this today, y'all. I don't know. Sometimes it just gets in this little mood sometimes. Okay. Ooh, you have plant the seeds. Okay. So maybe you have planted some seeds in the past. Maybe you're reaping what you sow. Maybe it's time for harvest, you know, because this says, how's that for happily ever after? Maybe it's time for you to harvest the seeds you have planted in the past. Then you also have the Page of Cups here, pile 3. I'm in it there. Maybe, I don't know. Sorry, I keep changing lighting on you. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know why it's not focusing. Okay, but yeah, you got the Page of Cups. Oh, look at how cute. This person's been painting. You're getting all paint everywhere, but that's so cute. Okay. Yeah, and then it won't. Why won't you focus? Gosh. All right, there we go. Then let's look at your villain cards. Actually, you got more than anyone else, pile 3. So let me actually scooch all this over then to try to make some room. Okay, because you got 5 villain cards. Everyone else got 4. All right, you've got 2 of Cups. Nice. And you have, ooh, the Empress. Very cool. It's got Mother Gothel and Rapunzel's hair. Yeah, from Tangled. That's funny. Okay. The Empress. So that's pretty good energy. Let's see. You also got, 6 of Coins. Oh, no. Okay, I see. But you've also got, hold on, I gotta stack these better. Just trying to make them all fit on the reading here today. So you actually have 3 of Swords, which is the Heartbreak card. So I'm so sorry, pile 3, if you're going through something right now, going through some heartbreak. And then what else do you have? Yeah, look, you have the Lovers. Oh my gosh. Wait, you got Ursula too. So you picked Ursula. And you have the Lovers here. And that's Ariel and Eric. And that's, what was Ursula's name when she turned into human? I think her name was Vanessa. Yeah, because I actually played Disney Dreamlight Valley. So you can actually make Ursula into Vanessa. But yeah, that's what she goes by when in her human form. She has a different name. So yeah. That's wild. Okay. Wow. Yeah, so you got the Lovers. Actually, I remember seeing this come out when I was shuffling. But it came out again. Okay, cool. So yeah, you've got 3 of Swords and True Love. Oh, okay. You know what I'm getting from this? Is that you were heartbroken over something. But what it was that it was like almost like someone came between you and your lover. Like, it was like almost like a sabotage or like a betrayal situation. Okay, interesting. I don't know what to do with this coins card. It's kind of stuck in there, but there, yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because you also had 2 of Cups, which is like, the connection card. Yeah, so I'm getting definitely like, there was a villain here, but I'm not sure it's you, pile 2, or sorry, pile 3. Okay, let me just look at all of the rest of your cards. Okay, so you got 9 of Swords. Oh, cute little tiger. It's making a funny face if you could only see it. Come on, camera. Okay. Can you see that? No, I might have to, do I have to scooch it down even more? There we go. Okay. And then you have so many cards. Okay, let's go. Okay. Yeah, you got the Lovers twice. You got once here, true love. If only you could see. Once here, and then again, the Lovers. Okay. Wow. That's crazy. All right. And then, yeah, I love when that happens. The synchronicities. Oh, and you got the World too. Another major arcana. Wow. Okay, I'm going to try to hold my tongue until I get all your cards out. But these are really interesting cards, pile 3. Just keep trying to make all these cards fit together. It's quite crowded. I got so many cards today, but I just felt like getting extra. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, literally 3. Okay, this is why I do shuffle. So you can go back and look at the shuffle. Look, like you got Lovers 3 times. That is such a confirmation. Lovers, Lovers, Lovers. Wow. 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. This is why I like pulling just one card from multiple decks. So that way you could, you know, get the same card over and over again as confirmation. Yeah, wow. Okay, so something definitely happened here. Pile 3. Yeah, okay. That's why, oh, that's heartbreaking. But yeah, because you got this 3 of Swords. So yeah, this is, this was a love that broke your heart. Pile 3, and I'm so sorry about that. And you, basically, your villain era is you moving away from this person. This love that you shared for this person. This 6 of Bats is like the 6 of Swords in the traditional tarot. And this is a card about leaving and moving on. So yeah, right after the Lovers. Yeah, this is you having to learn a really sad, painful lesson that sometimes love just doesn't work out the way we hoped. And, you know, unfortunately, if, you know, Vanessa, it's like if Ariel and Prince Eric, you know, the story would have been very different, right, if Ursula won. So that's unfortunately, though, what it seems like is the case, and I'm so sorry. Okay, so yeah, this here, this confirms it. This is a Rebel deck, by the way. It does cuss, so just heads up on that. But yeah, it just says they broke your heart. So, fuck them. Yeah, fuck them. They broke your heart. Who cares? Move on, which is harsh, I know. But this is a message, by the way, from your higher self. So, yeah. Your higher self is saying, you don't need them. You're too good for them. And you are, pile 3. You're too good for them. If they can't see your worth, if they allow this third party energy to get between you and them, you know, maybe there's, I'm getting like this strong energy of like this Ursula / Vanessa vibe of someone who got in between you and this person and like I guess maybe turned this person against you for some of you even, or they just, I don't know, they just were sabotaging it in some way. So I'm so sorry to hear that. Pile 2 or 3. I'm sorry, I keep calling you the wrong pile. It's late here. It's after midnight for me, but yeah. Yeah, your villain era is moving on from this person who broke your heart. And reclaiming your life and rising from those ashes like the phoenix that you are, and just focusing on your abundance, your own prosperity, your manifestations, your growth here, and yeah, creating your own abundance from, I just heard the wreckage, right? So like in the end of The Little Mermaid, right? There's that shipwreck. So this could have felt, this heartbreak, this betrayal could have felt like such a tower shipwreck for you. But yeah, you're embracing that Empress energy. You are trying to manifest the world for yourself. You're trying to say, you know, if they can't see your worth, then they don't deserve to be in your life, truly, pile 3. And so you can just move on. You can decide that, you know, you only have to have the people in your life that you truly care about and that you believe truly care about you. And that's, you know, you get to decide that, pile 3, which is lovely. You get to decide. Don't ever forget that, okay? You are in charge of your own life and your own destiny. And you can choose to move on from people, places, and things that no longer serve you in your highest divine light, highest divine good. So, yeah. I feel your pain, though. I truly do. I empathize more than you could ever know, pile 3. So, yeah. Okay, so then you also got these cards from Source. I don't know why it's not focusing. Focus. There you go. It's this. You got the Nurture card. Again, very similar to this one here. So you got the Nurture, Purity, and Cure. Plant the seeds to sow tomorrow. Literally, plant the seeds. You guys, this is, y'all, I could cry right now. This is literally why I keep the shuffle portion. This is why I record while I shuffle, because people would literally think I'm stacking the decks over here, because you got 3 Lovers cards and you got 2 instances of it saying plant seeds. So those could be literal seeds. If you like gardening, could be a synchronicity for some of you, but for most of you, it's just like tend to your own garden, basically, right? So work on yourself, take care of your own self, you know, work on self-care, work on your own abundance, yeah, grow your own garden, like the secret garden. Yeah, work on yourself and your abundance, pile 3. Wow, that's crazy synchronicity. You got plant the seeds twice and 3 Lovers. Okay, and then you also have momentum. All right, so it says transition, motion, your choices are pushing you forward. Yeah, again, that's just a great reminder that like you can move on, you can move forward from this. And I know how much they hurt you. I know how this 3 of Swords hurts so much. So believe me, I understand. I have been there myself. Like I said, I understand more than you could ever know, pile 3. But just know that you're not alone in this world and that you can, yeah, you can move on. By the way, I realized here something in this card, if it will focus. I'm not going to pull it up because it keeps changing the focus, but do you see this is called the Lovers card? And she's got her dog and her cat here. But this lady, she's got her little love letters. See this other person? Do you see this person? This is actually a vampire, okay? Like the Olivia Rodrigo song, Vampire. So maybe you thought this person was someone they actually weren't, and that's what you're learning, pile 3, is that this person disguised themselves to be something that you thought was the perfect lover. You thought they were the world. You thought you two were soulmates destined to be with each other, right? But the truth is that they were basically lying. They were disguising themselves to be that. They were love bombing you, probably, that kind of thing. But really, they're this vampire energy. They're energy harvesters, right? They were an energy vampire, you know, like what we do in the shadows. Again, you don't have to have watched this. You don't have to be watching this during you don't have to have been watching this during Halloween, but yeah, What We Do in the Shadows is a great Halloween TV show, because it's literally all about vampires. But yeah, this lover turned out to be just a energy vampire, because there's literally an energy vampire in that TV show called What We Do in the Shadows. Highly recommend if you haven't seen it. It's really funny. It's a comedy, but it is quite dark humor. Just a warning, but yeah. But wow, yeah, I can't believe the synchronicities you got in your cards today, pile 3. That's wild. All right. But yeah, just to summarize, your villain era is learning to leave this person in the dust. Leave this person in the past where they belong. And I know that's so heartbreaking and hard and difficult and easier said than done. For sure, I understand that, pile 3. But yeah, ultimately, again, you would know if this is your situation. Don't try to force it to fit. If this isn't your situation, go ahead and pick another pile. But you know if this resonates for you. You know if this is your situation, because you've already gone through this. This is something you've already gone through, or you will go through in the near future. But I don't want to scare anyone. Like, most likely this is something that has happened, even for some of you, quite a while ago, actually. Like, sometimes for some of you even more than a year ago. But now you're just now learning how to heal and grow from it and learn those life lessons, how to, begin again. And because you're still going after that happily ever after, because you will get it, pile 3. And like I said, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. It's never a fun lesson to learn that sometimes people just really aren't for us. And it's a really tough one. It's a really, really tough lesson to learn. Believe me, like I keep saying, you have no idea. I understand. I understand this heartbreak. And yeah, so again, I'm not at all making light of it. I'm laughing because if I don't laugh, I will cry, because I know all too well this heartbreak and pain that you have to go through if you believed that someone was your true love, your true divine counterpart. For some of you, you thought this person was your soulmate, or your twin flame, even for some of you, right? And turns out that they weren't. Turns out that they were just this energy vampire, and that you had to learn how to have discernment for that, so that way in the future, when your true love does come, when my prince will come. If you're drawn at all to pile 2, you might want to look at pile 2 as well. That might have some messages in there for you, pile 2 or pile 3. Because I keep calling you pile 2 and you're pile 3. But that's only if you were already sort of drawn to, if you're on the fence about choosing pile 2 or 3, you might want to check out pile 2 as well. But that's only for those who were on the fence about which pile to pick. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I still can't get over how wild of a coincidence. And there's no actual coincidences in tarot, right? Sorry. I'm like trying to not burp. 2222 on my timer right now. Pile 3 again, that's a confirmation. For some of you, you really did want to also check out pile 2. But yeah, but you got so many major arcana in your pile, in your reading today. Pile 3, you got the Empress, you got 3 lovers, you got the World. Yeah, a lot of major arcana. So you're going through a lot of heavy, like, karmic things. And yeah, that's what you had to learn, was this person was a karmic person in your life, and they unfortunately appeared like they weren't karmic at first. But, you know, much like villains, sometimes they don't always reveal themselves to be villains until it's a little too late, right, pile 3? Because, like, for example, you got this Mother Gothel in this picture. Mother Gothel is trying to portray herself as this nice motherly figure, right? And we all know that she's anything but because she has these ulterior motives, unfortunately. But yeah, that's why discernment is so important. You know, I just realized too, this nurture card looks like when Mother Gothel was singing to the flower. Very interesting. Again, you got a lot of synchronicities in your pile. In your cards, pile 3. Wow. I'm just so shocked. I'm still like, every time I read tarot, I'm always so shocked at what comes out in the cards. All right, but yeah, this is going to be your reading, pile 3. Yeah, so your villain era is just learning to be the villain in their story, because unfortunately, sometimes when we have to walk away from toxic people, we have to just accept that they're always going to see us as the villain too. So for some of you, you might have had to learn, like, for some of you, this was a breakup that you initiated. For some of you, if it's to do with a lover, or, you know, if it's platonic, which I don't think it is because you got 3 lovers, but if this is also could be about a platonic breakup, like a friend breakup too. But take it as it resonates for you. But again, I'm heavily getting that it's more of like a romantic relationship that didn't work out, and either they betrayed you and you had to, I just heard, like, maybe even for some of you, this could possibly be cheating related. But again, don't take it, don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit. Like, you will know if this is the case. Like, you will know, you will have the proof that it was a cheating situation if that's in fact your story. But again, just because I'm reading general messages here, I can't say for certain for all of you. Of course, it just take it how it fits, you know, let it apply how it fits in your situation. But like I said, I'm not trying to scare anyone. Like, you will know if this situation was your situation, and if not, maybe go pick a different pile. But yeah, but that's your villain origin story. Okay, I didn't mean to say villain origin story, but maybe this heartbreak was your villain origin. But yeah, your villain is literally just, you know, being the quote unquote bad guy to move on from this toxic person, and accepting that they will also see you as the quote unquote bad guy. They will see you as a villain and you see them as a villain. But that's just unfortunately how some messy breakups go. I'm just going to be so for real. Sometimes that's how it goes. But ultimately, if this is your situation, if you did in fact have to move away from a lover, a toxic lover, pile 3, just know that, you know, my heart goes out to you. I'm so sorry if you're currently still feeling this sting of heartbreak. Know it will get better. There's always someone out there for you. You deserve better. Whatever this is, whatever happened here, especially if it's related to cheating, you so deserve better. You don't deserve to put up with the toxic, poor behaviors, especially if it's like abusive or any way, shape, or form. Like, you know, yeah, you don't deserve that. You deserve someone who's going to honor you and love you right. Okay, pile 2. I keep saying 2. Pile 3. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. But yeah, pile 3. This has been your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, sorry. I almost left you without these. Okay, so 3 more cards actually for you, pile Pile 3, we have a couple cards here about the different kinds of crystals that could help you right now. Oh, look at these 2 green cards. Okay, by the way, green heart chakra. So that's another synchronicity with the number of lovers you got. We have Peridot, effervescent joy and happiness. And then aventurine says good luck, manifestation, and optimistic. Yeah, so you're choosing to move on from this and become more optimistic. And you might not be, looking for love at this moment because you might feel like you've been burned in the past. But at the very least, you are learning to be okay in the uncertainty of it all. And yeah, you are learning slowly but surely how to move on. Pile 3, you are learning how to restart, anew. You are learning how to become like the phoenix, how to move on from this heartbreak. And yeah, these crystals might help you out with that, to open up your heart chakra again so that your heart doesn't become closed off from this pain and heartbreak. So yeah, get yourself some Peridot or aventurine, these green crystals. This will help you become more happy, joyful, and optimistic, and give you good luck. And yeah, it will just help you manifest your dreams and your future partner, someone who will in fact treat you right. Okay, pile 3. Last but not least, you have this final little card, and it says, who am I becoming or being today? Okay, so I read that totally wrong. Being, who am I being today? But I read it becoming, because again, like this phoenix rising, like you are becoming someone new. You have learned, like that's the thing about heartbreak. It really does shape us for better or for worse. It really does change who we are fundamentally, because we have learned the hard, painful lessons that it was meant to teach us. And I know that sucks to hear, especially if you're currently going through heartbreak, but as someone who's been through it myself, out the other end, like, yeah, this is something that unfortunately I think everyone has to learn at some point in their life, how to move on from relationships, whether platonic or, it could just be friendship breakups, right? But sometimes friendship breakups are harder than real, breakups because you thought that person was going to be in your life forever, right? So, but just know that you're not alone, pile 3. And yeah, now you're recalibrating here. It says, ask yourself, who am I being today? Now recalibrate. Yeah, you're recalibrating. You are becoming this phoenix who can continue to reinvent yourself. You're continuing to reinvent yourself. And again, sorry about I don't know why it's doing that, where it's not focusing. But yeah, go ahead and screenshot this if you'd like to keep it for later as a little reminder for yourself what this reading was about. But yeah, that's going to be your reading, pile number 3. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for allowing me to read your cards today. I know this is a heavy topic, so I appreciate you being here and listening till the end with what I have to say about this. Yeah, like I said, I know that this is not an easy topic or subject, but yeah, this is your, this is your villain era, is to learn how to move on and let this be something of the past. And to heal oneself from heartbreak is no easy task, but I commend you for doing it. And yeah, like I said, it might be one of the hardest lessons I think we have to learn in this lifetime, or any lifetime really, is to learn how to heal from that heartbreak and that pain. So again, big hugs to you, pile 3. If no one's told you today, don't forget that you matter. You are loved, so loved, more than you'll ever know in this world. Yeah, there are people out there who love you. even though it may not feel like that right now. Just remember that you are loved, even possibly, you know, even if you haven't even met this person yet who's gonna love you so much, you know, for some of you, but they are out there, pile 3. You just have to be open and willing to find them, okay? So yeah, you can move on from this situation, whatever this is that broke your heart. Just know there are better things around the corner for you, okay, pile 3? I mean it. So yeah, big hugs. Thank you so much for watching this reading today. If you resonated at all with this reading, please give it a big thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that awesome, amazing stuff. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, it really helps me know that I'm giving the right messages when I read these cards. So thanks again for letting me read your cards today. And yeah, I hope if you are watching this at the time I upload, which is Halloween 2025, I hope you have a very happy Halloween. And I just saw 3333 on the recording, so right when I said happy Halloween, so it could be a sign or synchronicity for some of you. Lucky number 33 or 333. But yeah, thanks for being here, pile 3. Have a wonderful, beautiful, magical rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye! Hello, magical creatures. Thank you so much for being here today, letting me read for you again for this amazing villains-themed Halloween special reading. Yeah, all about like how are you becoming a villain, aka what's your villain era look like. So yeah, thank you again for letting me read your cards today. I had a lot of fun with this one. I hope you enjoyed it as well. It was fun to kind of get in touch with our quote-unquote dark side, our villain side, and yeah, just see what comes out in the cards. So very interesting messages, honestly, for a lot of you. Y'all are not actually that villainous, I'm just gonna say. But yeah, really, it's kind of almost about dealing with other people's villainy. So yeah, again, if you didn't read, if you didn't watch the other reading I did all about like what's the karma for your haters, definitely recommend that reading as well, because there were some like similarities and differences, obviously, but similar. Some messages I was like, oh, this kind of sounds like maybe I'm picking up the same energy from the same person who's watching both. I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, this was a lot of fun to read for you today. And this was a really fun Halloween themed reading. And again, if you're watching this at the time I'm uploading this on Halloween Day 2025, I hope you have a very happy Halloween. You know, celebrate and enjoy safely. I actually wanted to show y'all, like, I have my little spiderweb sweater on, in case you're wondering, like, why I'm wearing such a fuzzy sweater. It's because I've worn this, like, every Halloween. It's an old sweater, but yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, magical rest of your day, and happy Halloween if you celebrate, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye.